Hey guys, Silver Skull Gamer back again already. Um, this is an unboxing and kind of a hobby update all in one. This is a hobby supplies resupply update. Just got a box from the good old Warstore because I needed some stuff. Well, okay, I wanted some stuff. Obviously, we don't need any of this, but it's an interesting box here. So, oh boy. Everybody's favorite. Okay. Styrofoam peanuts. Lovely. Okay. So, super glue, not exciting, but I've run into the problem of basically I've only used half of this, but it's starting to dry, and it's not. I don't know. I don't know how to use it. Maybe I don't know. Shit's starting to dry. Pardon my French. So hopefully this is medium. Yep. So new fresh glue, which we will need a lot of for Tyranids. All right. So how am I gonna do this? Let's get all this damn peanuts. We'll put it all back in the box here. I did go a little crazy, but whatever. Screw it. Okay, so this is all of it. Invoice out. So I don't, as you guys haven't learned already, I don't use Games Workshop hobby supplies when I can avoid it. I did buy up a bunch of, well, a bunch. I bought up some foundations and washes once the new paint range was announced. And the foundations are pretty good. Obviously, the bottles they have suck because it dries your paint faster. And there's a guy on YouTube. Well, actually, well, I'm not gonna throw out a name because I'm not positive. But there was one of the popular YouTube guys was like, well, he actually believed it was on purpose that they don't use dropper bottles so that your paint dries faster and you have to buy more paint. So, all right, now that we got all this, so we already saw the glue. That's exciting, right? But you know what? These are nice, heavy, thick bags right here. That is a nice, thick, Mylar, I think is the term. Like that's a nice bag. We're gonna keep these. These will be great bits bags or something. These are nice. All right, so airbrush cleaner. Yeah, you can probably make your own or whatever, but I plan to probably actually make my own um, thinner using this. I have a 17 ml bottle of varnish, but with the Tyranids and now learning that I need to, when I'm going to use washes to gloss everything, I'm going to need a lot more gloss varnish. So we got Vallejo gloss varnish. And also, because of the Tyranid project, I got 2 more bottles of Vallejo Air U.S. Interior Yellow, 71-107. This has a high pigment count. It's almost like a primer. Covers really well, and it's kind of a muted yellow color, which is working perfect for the Tyranids. And we got another nice bag. This one does actually have a cut in it though, but still, these bags take some damage though. Pretty thick. Yeah, so I might have screwed the pooch on this one. I ordered the pigment set set. It's set number 2, and it was mud and sand. That was the description, and I didn't really see an individual breakdown of what came in it. Or maybe I glossed over it and I shouldn't have, because it looks like actually I already own 2 of these bottles, and I can't imagine me going through 2 bottles of any one pigment. So this may have been a slight mistake. So we get light slate gray. Come on, you. Oop, oop. Light slate gray. Natural umber. It's kind of a yeah. That's definitely mud. That's a brown. Brown iron oxide, so rust, which I'm pretty sure I already have a bottle of this. So that's rust. That's iron oxide. And then light yellow ochre. Whoop. There we go. Light yellow ochre. So that is the mud pigment set. So I'm just gonna stick back in the box, which really this is the mud. Natural umber 73109. The pigment's pretty cool stuff if you haven't used them. If you guys seen some of my finished silver skulls that were truly finished and based, I use the rust pigment to get the Mars look, and you can do it one of two ways. You can apply it dry and then get it wet to set it, or you can apply it wet and then it sets as it dries. I do it wet with alcohol because alcohol, I don't know. I think I saw that on the video somewhere. Okay, so because Games Workshop no longer sells their foundation paints, I'm going to try these. So I just went ahead and bought a set. This is supposed to be all of them. I believe it is. But it's the Vallejo Game Color Extra Opaque Base Coat. So basically this is foundation paints. And we get, what do we get in here? So tell us. Yeah, we get heavy skin tone, heavy red, heavy violet, heavy blue gray, heavy green, and heavy black green. Cool. So now I don't know if all these match up with what Games Workshop made. I actually don't think they do. Because this, yeah, they're not. I don't think these are exact matches for the Games Workshop foundations. I think they made these really to support their line of colors. So we got a purple, we got a heavy red, heavy skin tone, tan, basically, blue gray, heavy gray, which kind of has a green tint to it, if you ask me. And then we have our 2 greens. So, looking forward to using these. Oh, another little brochure came out of that. And then we have the Game Color ink line. So we've got Game Color inks. Well, this one doesn't tell you, so we got to open this one up. Because I think there's actually... Is there 2 sets of these? Alright, so we've got... green. So these match the foundations pretty much, because you've got yellow, red, violet, blue, green, black green, skin wash, and black. Now see, this, it describes these as inks, and I know that inks are not necessarily the same as washes. So I'm going to have to make sure I use these correctly, which I'm sure I can find a video. You know, if these aren't straight washes and you're supposed to dilute them or whatever. Because I know originally Games Workshop sold inks too, and they behaved a lot differently than the washes that came out later. I still have a couple bottles of the old inks somewhere. Um, I remember that they have different properties and behave differently, and you had to use them kind of differently. So if these are true inks and not washes, then I need to make sure I know what I'm doing before I use them. But that's easy enough. So just wanted to try these out, see how they work. So like I said, and I have used the secret weapon. You know, I do have those 2 black washes as well. And those work great, so I may be looking into some of those as well. So that's my hobby resupply. Oh, and something I've been needing to get for a long time, paper clips for pinning. And these, I found that these jumbo paper clips with the non-stick, they're called non-stick. They have these, come on, you. Well, you can't see it sharply, but you can see that they have basically cuts in them. Focus. See the little cuts, and I found those useful for actually kind of for measuring. And you can the edges of your clippers will set into these cuts, so it's kind of like preset measuring on there, and I believe these are the correct width for your standard pin vise, or was it pin vise, pin drill, whatever. So these will work, and I got some of these littler ones just in case. I don't know if these are actually the same diameter. The metal's the same. Nope. So yeah, these are a little skinnier. So I got 2 just to be sure. But I've used these before, so. Or paperclip, very much like it. So I got paper clips for pinning, because I don't really want to stick those metal veterans on these slotted bases. Because of my first set of stern guard have been propped up on cork on their bases, I don't want to then put these guys on just standard bases. So I want to pin them to some decent looking bases, put some cork on there to kind of distinguish them from the line troops. And that's it. So that's a big, well, all this from the Warstore was right under $100. These are kind of pricey. This was kind of pricey. I think these 3 items were really the most expensive things. Oh well, the pigment set, duh. So that's it. Just a little update, and hope to use some of this stuff soon. So see you guys next time.